Hello everyone, this is Board Games and Bourbon. I'm Glenn Flaherty, and right now I want to tell you about Sonora, which is a new flip and write game coming to you from Pandasaurus. And the reason I want to tell you about this is it brings some really cool and refreshing elements into the game that I think you would appreciate. Now, the thing with roll and writes or flip and writes is that you want something that's quick to set up, something that doesn't take a lot of table space, and that's exactly what this is. But it also introduces this little board right here, has a really nice table presence, and it adds a flicking quality. Dexterity, yes it is, but don't let that turn you off, because the dexterity is the type that if you mess up, you only trip up the ladder, you're never penalized. Okay, so before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's talk about the good quality. So Sonora, you can see here, is a very stylized game, impression of a desert, almost abstract in a way, that carries through into the area where we're going to be doing flicking. You can see here it's divided into 4 areas. Each one of these is going to trigger a mini game on your board that you're looking at right here, and each one of these mini games scores in a different way. This here, you want to fill these out first and get the highest points. Over here, you want to circle things depending how big your disc was that you used to fill it in. Over here, the value of the disc you used to activate this area allows you to color in nodes, if you can see that, and when you can entrap items, you get points. Over here, you use your disc to indicate how far down the path you go, and when you go down the path, you're going to see there's a bunch of numbers. Those are your points, but there's also bonuses and stuff like that. And over here, you can see we go back to showing you bonuses you can get, other bonuses you get, and the final total score. Now, when I was talking about flicking things, every player is going to get these discs 1 through 5, and this is the value of how many times essentially you activate over here. When we look at the board, not only are these the different areas you're activating, but you're going to see there's little bonuses. If I take a disc, for example, and I flick it, like that. Okay, so we went right here. Now, because this splits between 2, I get to choose what I want to do. If I use the 5 to activate this, that means I would go over here and I would fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somewhere I would draw 5 things. I might draw it all the way up to here. If you can see, it's a little fox that says 4. Why is it a fox? Well, if you look over here, this is the fox section, and that'll let me draw a number 4 shape. It'll let me enclose, let me see if we can get the camera on that, a number 4 shape. Number 4 shape here is 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. When I get 4 boxes, let's say I was going to do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. What's happening there is I have this little light green thing, and when I circle that over here, that's going to be worth 5 points. But also I circled this blue rabbit for 5. Now the blue rabbit area is over here. Now what does 5 mean? Well, if I come over here, I can circle nodes equal to 5. Well, here's a 3 node. Here's a 2 node. I start with this one. Those 3 connect, and that circles this. When I get that, you can look down here, and you can see that I get 2 points for every one of those that I've circled. So all of these areas here are intertwined as they are over here. Had my disc landed on the fox, that means I could have applied the fox twice. Again, that means I could draw 2 number 5 sections. If I went up here into this area, that says ×2 in the bunny area, so that would let me do 2 5 nodes, which is pretty amazing. Over here again, that is the eagle, that lets me draw paths up to 5. And then over here, that's really hard to see, but that is like an iguana that says 2, and that will let me draw the honeycombs. Now when I come over here, of course, when I fill these out, what's really cool is that if I fill out this section first, I will get the highest points plus a little kicker. So like, had I filled all of these out, I'd get that number 15 right there, plus another bunny. Then I go back and I do this. And what you're going to discover is the game plays super rapidly because you're triggering, and it's super fun and upbeat. Only thing I will say is the rule book needed to be rewritten, and they helped you out with that. They actually issued an updated rule book that's objectively clearer and makes it easier to play. The game, I believe, plays up to 4 people. They move pretty fast, and you can choose whether you want like 5 rounds up. So it doesn't take up too much room. It's pretty fast to play, and that is Sonora. I highly recommend giving it a look. The price is right too. I think it's under $30, totally reasonable. I think I often see it for $25, and I think I often see it on sale for around $19. Okay, that is Sonora. If you have any questions about the rules, let me know, and I'm happy to help. Thanks. Bye.